Hi, guys. So, a lot of you have recently asked me questions about mechanical engineering. So, whether you should do bachelor's in mechanical engineering in Germany or you should do master's, and how to go about it. What kind of courses are there? What actually happens in mechanical engineering? What kind of jobs are there? What kind of salary is there in Germany when it comes to mechanical engineers? So, what kind of uh, in general work life is waiting for you when you apply for mechanical engineering programs. So today's video is purely focused on mechanical engineering. First of all, you need to understand what is really mechanical engineering. I mean, I don't need to tell you that Germany is number one country. Germany is number one country when it comes to mechanical engineering, right? So all the cars you have heard about, all the automobiles, BMW, Daimler, all these companies have pretty strong research, development, factories, everything in Germany. So, what do you do in this classic engineering discipline called mechanical engineering, right? So, you develop power machines, you work on different kind of machine tools, water vehicles. So, even the ships, etc. You work on that. You work on aerospace technology. You work on all kinds of special equipment which is put in these big machines. So there is a lot of different things you can do when it comes to mechanical engineering. There are a lot of companies like R&D, as I said, R&D for Daimler, Mercedes Benz. There's just ton of automobile companies in for mechanical engineering. You would do typically from you'll do the complete entire process, right? So you'll do development, you'll do design, you will do procurement, production, testing. Everything is done by a mechanical engineering. And then when you talk about mechanical engineering, it's not just mechanical engineering, but also what goes below as minors, or vehicle engineering, engine engineering, structural engineering, right? Production engineering, power engineering, aerospace engineering. So you have the major and then you have the minors. So you really need to think about not just the major, but also the minors. So if you already know that you want to build aeroplanes, then it is aerospace engineering for you. If you already know that you want to sit in front of the computer and make nice designs and so on, then it is maybe structural engineering for you. So similarly, vehicle engineering, even designing of engine is a very, very interesting thing, and a lot of people do actually minor in engine engineering. So that's number one. So there are a lot of these minors. So when you talk about Germany and you talk about mechanical engineering, unlike many other countries, you have to think about different minors, not just the major, but the minors. Very important. Then the second thing is what kind of jobs you can get. I mean, there was a survey which was done, and it said on Glassdoor that you can earn 59,960 euros, to roughly maybe 60,000 euros per year if you are a mechanical engineer. And I'm saying if you have 1 or 2 years of mechanical engineering experience in Germany, you can easily earn 60, 70,000 euros. And this is much higher than an average engineer. And it's also much, much higher than a normal graduate. A normal graduate would earn, let's say, 40,000 euros, but you would earn as a mechanical engineering much more. And the thing is that the unemployment rate for mechanical engineers is only 2.5%. So out of 100, only 2.5% are unemployed. And that is also not a permanent unemployment. So you stay unemployed for, let's say, 2 or 3 months, and then you find a new job. So the opportunity is huge. And especially if you talk about Industry 4.0, which is the new thing, Internet of Things. So a lot of people have been connected now by internet, like we are talking now on YouTube, but also a lot of machines will be talking to each other. So a car will talk to another car. Car will talk to the fridge will talk to the mobile phone, and so on. So that is called Internet of Things. So right now we are doing Internet of Humans. So we are talking on YouTube, but then machines will also talk to each other. And Germany is number one country when it comes to Industry 4.0 or Internet of Things. And then it comes, so this is one specialization or one futuristic specialization you can think of. And then you need to think about, okay, what kind of different industries you can work for. it could be automobile, shipping, and so on. And then what kind of different roles you can work for. For example, you can work as a mechanical engineer, you can work as a maintenance engineer, you could work as a quality engineer. So quality engineer is somebody who's responsible for ensure that the quality of the final product is really good. Yeah. Then product engineers, procurement engineers, as we talked about, material. So what is procurement engineer, by the way? Procurement engineer is somebody who's responsible for buying the raw material. So for example, in the car, you have steel as the raw material. So who is going to buy that? So a lot of different roles are there. Typically, mechanical engineers, maintenance engineers, quality engineers, procurement engineers, material engineer, process engineer, and so on. So these are the kind of jobs you should look for. And when it comes to the jobs, number of companies, and so on, there are more than 7,000 German companies who do mechanical engineering. And so if you do your master's or bachelor's in mechanical engineering from Germany, it is almost certain that you will find a job in Germany. I have absolutely no doubt, and it does not matter which university you go to. I'll repeat it. It does not matter whichever university you go in Germany for mechanical engineering, you will find a job if you are willing to find a job, right? And now there are a lot of Chinese companies also coming in Germany, and they also are actively looking for young talent like you guys. Then the third big element is how is the semester system working, right? So there are typically 7 semesters. So you have some basic courses, you have some professional courses, you have project management, internship, graduate thesis. So what is the structure typically, right? So the typical structure is that semester 1, 2, 3, and 4. So the first 4 semesters are basic courses, and in the first 3 courses or the first 3 semesters, you actually need to study a lot of mathematics, mechanics, thermodynamics, mechanical design, mechanical engineering from electromechanical point of view. So what is electromechanical? Um, you can search it on internet and you find it, because if I get into too much of detail, then I'll use a lot of your time in this video. Basic electrical engineering, and so on. So a lot of these things are basic, and they are taught in the first 4 semesters, and they are taught mostly in English. So there is a system of 2 plus 2. 2 plus 2 means that the first 2 years you will spend in English, and the next 2 years you would spend in German. And this way your entry is easier, and then the first 2 years you will also be able to improve your German. So let's say you enter in 2021 for a 4 year or a 7 semester program, then the first 2 years you would more or less get English taught programs. But the fifth semester onwards, you will study professional courses such as control engineering, commercial engineering. And sixth semester is very interesting in mechanical engineering. That's purely project management. You may think that project management is not important, but actually it is a very, very important topic. It's a very important semester. So typically sixth semester you should think about as a project management semester. And then the last semester is mandatory internship. So in India, internship is not mandatory, but in Germany, internship is mandatory. It's super important. And also your graduation, your thesis semester. So this is the semester where typically students end up getting a job. They get a job usually in the same company in which they do an internship. So this is how it is structured, right? So semester 1 to semester 7. And as I said, it's a 2 plus 2 system. So first 2 years is in English, and the next 2 years is mostly in German. The good thing is that you can find a lot of part-time jobs in mechanical engineering. So you don't need to work on Uber Eats, or you don't need to do food delivery and all that to pay for your expenses. So a lot of Werkstudenten, like student workers, are required when it comes to mechanical engineering jobs. And it's a very well in demand course. So you will find a lot of university positions. You will find a lot of positions in companies as a student worker, because companies need people, companies need engineers, and then they will start paying part-time student work and all that. And a big advantage is that, if you, and this is an important point which you should consider, that, okay, it's fine if you do masters, but I would highly recommend that you guys should do a bachelor's in mechanical engineering from Germany. Because then if you want to move to an English speaking country, let's say you want to do a master's in Britain or you want to do a master's in US, you will get full scholarship. So for the first thing is that you don't pay anything for the bachelor's in Germany. And the second thing is that when you get to, let's say, US, then in US, if you're applying for masters with a bachelor's degree in from Germany in mechanical engineering, then your chances of getting a full scholarship in a good US university is very, very high. And if nothing works right, you can always start doing some research work in Germany. And in the research work, you can easily get 1,000 to 2,000 euros per month after. So you can get associated with any of the professors. You could also do your master's in the same university and so on. So there are a lot of options right after bachelor's in mechanical engineering. So I always tell people that don't wait for your master's, you just go for your bachelor degree. And then the next question is, okay, yes, I want to go, but which university should I go to? So there are typically 9 universities which are, let's say, more well known. So one is in Aachen, Darmstadt, Karlsruhe, Stuttgart, TUM, which is Technical University of Munich. There is one in Dresden, Berlin, and so on. So I'll put the list of 9 universities down below. And the top ones, the ones which people usually really want to go for mechanical engineering are um, one in Munich, Aachen, and Berlin. I mean, those are the three which are more popular. But if you go to any of these 9, then you can't get better education when it comes to mechanical engineering. So those are the 9 universities, right? So this is a little bit the summary of whatever you want to know about mechanical engineering, especially when it comes to bachelor's and also for masters, right? I mean, you should apply, and there are a lot of these English taught programs these days. And even if you have to learn German, you should be open to that. And if you're applying for a bachelor's program, then make sure that if, let's say, you are in +1 now or +2, then make sure that you finish your B1 German exam certification ASAP as soon as possible, because that is something which you would definitely need while you're applying. All right, guys. So this is a little bit about mechanical engineering, and I hope you like the video. And if you have any questions, you can just text me or you can just leave a comment here. And if you want me to cover civil engineering, which I am from IIT Roorkee, um, if you want to cover any other specific engineering topic, then just let me know. I'll be more than happy to cover that. And till then, all the best, stay safe, and see you in the next one.